Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is From Harvard with Love, and I am your host, Harvey World Drizzy. And today we got a video for the ladies. But not just any ladies, the most electrifying women in the world. But before we get into that, I know y'all see the drip. This comes by way of Harvey, Illinois as well. You know we like to keep it in the hood over here. And if you want to get your hands on one of these, I had a link in the description below. But you want to hit up Chanel Cato of Harvey World. You got the links up there. We got a social media up there, IG. Give us a shout out. Press to try to get you one of these. Get in the DMs or whatever. But now that we got that out the way, we gonna get into just what we talking about today, and that's how do I put this? It's a lot of words I use over here. It's a little lingo that we use over here. And so to get you guys more acquainted with exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it, because I don't want y'all to get it misunderstood. I'm talking to a very specific set of women when I talk about these women. People who know me, it's one of my favorite words. So without further ado, we're going to get right into them. So at the top, we got the Dusty Diva. The electrifying Dusty Diva. And this is a particular type of woman. Because just like 3-6 Mafia, which we're going to get into, later, we're going to get into next. The Dusty Diva, just because she is of shockingly low quality, doesn't mean that everything is bad. That's the thing that she might look beautiful. She might dress impeccable. She might even have a nice job, a nice career, whatever that is. Her issue is her mindset. And what she brings to the table, I guess, is the term that we're using now. But those are the issues. A Dusty Diva typically is more masculine than she needs to be. She picks men for the same reason that men pick women. That is the issue. We're playing a different game. And now the 3-6 Mafia, in contrast, is the most sought after genre of men. When we talk about 3-6 Mafia, as you can see, the definition refers to a very small subset of men. It's very small subset of men. I don't think that's the part that most women, especially the Dusty Divas, understand. And the fact is, there's just not enough of them to go around. So they are typically, just because you're 3-6 Mafia don't make you high value. Let's make that distinction, because you can be 3-6 Mafia and you can be what we call a Chad or a Tyrone. See, Chad and a Tyrone ain't necessarily a Pookie and a Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Rays are scammers and drug dealers and idiots. Chad and Tyrone is different. They're part of 3-6 Mafia. They're going to be over 6 foot or tall enough. They're going to have the 6-figure job. They're going to have the 6 inches or better. And they probably going to be good at bed because they get a lot of practice because they are sought after. But these guys could be pieces of shit. Problem with Chad and Tyrone is that they have so many options. And once you get to this place in life, it's kind of hard to throttle back and be worth anything. It won't be until Chad and Tyrone has sufficiently conquered the amount of women that they want that they'll even be ready to settle down. But many women will ruin themselves on Chads and Tyrones. They become baby daddies just like Pookies and Ray Rays. And they don't stay because they were never meant to stay. They were just having fun because they have that option. Like women do. Women have that option to have sex with whoever they like. And because they can have sex with whoever they like, that's why men are praised for the amount of sex they have, and women are shunned for the amount of sex they have, depending if it's, they highly active, if you know what I'm talking about. So for a man, I have to earn the sex. She has to see something in me right away that shouldn't be just physical. Most of the time, a man is going to have to earn a certain amount of money. A man is going to have to uh, look a certain type of. It's all type of thing that's going to go into it. He has to put in time, money, effort, courting this woman. I'm taking her on dates, whatever it takes, opening door, whatever it takes. He's going to have to earn. She just chooses. She don't have to earn nothing. She want to have sex with you. She can literally, in most cases, just walk right up and and ask. It's not too many men gonna tell you no, because we're not designed that way. And so Chads and Tyrones and Dusty Divas are matches made in heaven because, like I said, just because of Dusty Diva is typically shockingly low quality. So that's typically a defective thing, a bad thing. But she might have some bomb sex. She might look really good. Like I said, she might have all of these other she might be educated. She might have all these other good qualities, but she suffers from what I call bird logic. And speaking of bird logic, the video that we're gonna, I have a video set up, a clip, because it's a part of another longer podcast. The podcast is 8 at the Table on YouTube. I'm gonna have that link in the description as well, so that you guys can finish the video. I'm gonna start in the middle somewhere, and we're just gonna go over a small clip, give my take on this display of bird logic, like this egregious display of bird logic. And bird logic is typically just masculine women. They believe that they can do the things that we do. And make no mistake, they can. Absolutely. A woman can go out and she can choose men for the same reason that men choose women. She can go out and she can have as much sex with her sexually liberated self as she wants. And I want her to have all the sex she wants to have. I want her to be able to do whatever she wants to do. So don't think that I'm trying to tell us that. What I'm saying is there's consequences to that. You go out and you have sex with as many guys as you want. You got to understand that there are ramifications that's going to come. There's going to be consequences, repercussions for your actions. Men aren't going to see you the same. As sad as it is, we all connected at the thumbs now, and you're going to be out there. I mean, we got OnlyFans models that believe they supposed to get wife. This is just a crazy time we living in, I guess you could say. And so, you know what? I'm not even going to waste no more time. Let me get this video ready so y'all can see exactly just what the hell I'm talking about. And so, the bird we have here on screen is Kiyomi Leslie. I'm not too familiar with her. I want to say she was like Bow Wow's girl or some shit like that. So that lets you know what quality she is. But I'm going to let her go ahead and shoot herself in the foot. Make sure that's up.
Whatever. They'll drag you along, string you along. You have no intentions of getting married, having children, being in a relationship.
You know, it's funny, that woman usually wins. The one that's honest. Let me ask you a question, right? Have you ever been with a man who told you, yo, we're not going to take it serious, I'm messing with you and I'm messing around? You ever had that?
Maybe once or twice, but...
Okay, so let's just say, whatever, once.
Before she even answered the question, one of the biggest issues men have is that with women is communication. And it's mainly because you ask for the truth, but you require lies. The truth of the matter is, and if a man hasn't found himself or he's not sufficiently on the path to where he wants to go to his purpose, he can have no true it's nothing good that can come from what he wants to do with you. Like, let's be for real. It's usually gonna be a physical thing. Even if he really does love you, he can't take care of you if he's not on the right path, if he's not financially stable, he's not mentally stable, he's not where he can't. He can't, but he can't tell you that, because if he tells you, that's basically akin to him telling you he's a loser. You getting out of there. I don't even know what she's gonna say next. I don't remember because I watched this part, but it's gonna have bird written all over it. Trust me.
or twice. Out of those times, did you stay after he told you that? Yes.
If I did stay, if I did, I didn't take him seriously. I started dating other people.
Yeah, but you still stayed, right? You still exercise time.
Maybe.
Right? So I'm just saying that to say this. When a guy is honest with you, you're still gonna exercise your time.
For sure.
And as a man, I'm telling you, from a man's perspective, right? If you was honest with me about, not saying you did or do whatever, but like your past, right? We will still, honestly, we will feel safer with you.
Right, and that is why a lot of women today, like I'm giving you,
I do not agree.
I'm giving
I don't
you
want no
the
bird.
broad,
I don't know what the fuck
like
you talking
the
about.
general. But for me, most of the time, I feel like when women say, "Oh, she's a hoe," or "She's this," or "She's that," and they want to know why the hoes are getting wifed up, or the girls with the past, or the girls who shake their booties on Instagram, or stuff like that, it's because they are who they are. At the end of the night, a man doesn't have to guess who she.
It's another misnomer. The hoes are not getting wifed up at this alarming rate you believe. And I can't even say it's the media. You got to understand, y'all are basing this off of the Migos. Like they were in remedial classes in school or some shit. You talking about rappers? These aren't our best. Ain't that what Trump said? They not sending their best. We talking about rappers. We talking about drug dealers and drug addicts. And they're picking the girls they're used to from the strip clubs. And just because they getting more airtime on TV does not mean that that's what's happening. And so you see the girl that's getting wifed, right? Because typically they don't have rings, right? So you see these girls that are getting wifed and they got the crazy weave, like this chick, like look just like her, from the lashes, the mink lashes, the good, you know what I'm saying, the good makeup on, all that, eyebrows popping, BBL, fake tits, you know, the whole nine, right? And that's what rappers like, because them boys are remedial. No man that loves you for real is gonna want you to do whatever the hell, to go into these evasive surgeries to look better when you can. I can't go to. Shut up. You're lazy. Go to the gym. Work out.
Is. It's the girl that has to hide who she is, and he is finding out like all of this secret stuff about her.
Yo, because earlier today, right, we had a guy talk, like earlier
slick
today,
caping, but we ain't gonna get on Rico today.
One of my homies said, my dad taught me one thing is that you never know. When it comes to women, you never know. And that's such a broad statement, but it describes a lot. You know what I'm saying? So when a girl but I'm not gonna lie, those typically don't get white for long.
I think that thing where they say women are better cheaters is really true, because we can go out and do everything and still come home, fix the food, kiss the kids, put them in the bed, and still have sex with you.
That's you.
Not kiss my kids with your dick lips.
A lot of women can't cook. Nah, women can't. A lot of women can't cook now. She can't fix the food, and she's moving sloppy. And now we got group chats. Before back then we didn't have group chats.
Yeah, Instagram.
So, now because I was saying this earlier, not earlier, but on a prior episode, that women say men talk more than women, right? And I say that in a politically correct way, right? And it's not really, the only thing is that we actually be like, yo, bro, don't do that. We already know her.
Do you consider that hating?
Nah, I consider that real. Because guess what? If I was a hoe.
Every woman is different for the man that she
Here come that bird
wants to be
shit.
different for. Like, I may have been a hoe. I may have not taken any guy serious, but then I get with you and I'm like, I tell you
wanna be my
everything.
wife? It don't work that way.
This that conditional femininity shit. This is where she a cold hard gangster to all these other niggas that she done ran to, and all these other bodies she done racked up on the hot dog carousel on her way to you. And she wants you to believe now that you the one, that she can hit this switch and magically turn into this feminine woman, this energetic woman that you need in your life. But you a damn fool if you believe that. You a damn fool. Leave them Transformers, them Decepticons, them chameleons where you fucking find them. It's not worth the time, my boy. Trust me. They look good. Hey, if you can pump and dump, my boy, do your thing. But I'm gonna tell you right now, You get caught up in that baby mama issue with one of these right here. I don't wish one of these right here on my worst enemy. I ain't even gonna hold you, my boy. I ain't gonna hold you.
Different. Like I'm like it can work differently. Like women are different. Just like a man is different for the woman. You might not spend nothing on me, but go to the next girl and you buy her everything.
But it's different though, because this is why it's different. And we can't speak when it comes to women versus men on that ideology, only in my opinion, only because a man is typically the provider. Now, if the woman is providing, then she.
Hey, that's what I always say. It ain't the same now. It ain't the same. Cheating ain't the same. Cause I ain't typically, cause this Pookie them be laying up rent free. But typically, these provider males, you laying up in his house. I'm not saying you should put up with cheating. That's not what we getting. But I'm just saying it's a whole lot different. Like you laying up in my house, not putting out, da 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 da. You know, you snooze, you lose, goddammit. But at the same time, you know how disrespectful, and that's why a lot of these dudes, they have these trust issues, because they didn't set up on a nigga's couch getting their dick sucked, looking at his pictures and all over the place, knowing this is he gonna get off work and come home and sit on this same couch that his old lady was just wilding out on. That's disrespectful. He might not never know, but it's so many men that are set on that couch as that guy that I can't tell these guys about that all women aren't like that, because she's dangerously in love on social media with this man that she's doing so very viciously dirty right now, you know? So that's where the trust issues come from. And what I tell anybody who will listen, we can ask men to be more disciplined, right? And there are disciplined men. However, if you want to stop this side bitch culture that we have built that is so strong, if you want to stop, that's if you want to stop it. Because a lot of people, they don't want to stop it. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. It's a good deal. You know, but if you want it to stop, women have to stop fucking other women's men. But guess what? Because 3-6 Mafia, like we was talking about, small subset, very small subset. Once you get one, he doesn't stop. The demand doesn't go away. The 3-6 Mafia, even though he's taking, is still in high demand. These women, they'll see you as easy competition. You easy work a lot of times. They think, oh, I'm gonna be able to get that. And most men, a lot of men just aren't, they don't have the discipline. Like, they don't have the discipline. We're not built to turn that down. It's hard. It's hard. You have to have your mind made up, and it typically comes later in life, after your 30s and stuff like that. You know, there are men that have that discipline right off the gate, but that's because those men are typically high value. They typically have a greater purpose involved that don't leave them time, literal time, to fuck with these girls. We're gonna let her continue to flap her fucking wings.
She can do whatever she wants to do, but when it's a man, it's like, yo, if I'm gonna provide for you, knowing that the person I'm providing for was out here with all of these other persons, I kind of look crazy providing for a person who has been spread thin.
That's ego. That's ego talking. And when you release
listen to the bird,
ego,
that's ego.
And you talk with reassurance and confidence, then you won't have to feel like you have to talk to, because what you're really saying is, I don't want my friends looking at me providing for you, and you used to be this, and that. Like,
ain't no
if
use
you're
to.
confident in yourself, yes, this is a woman, but she's changed, and you may have had her, but you have not had her in the way that I've had her.
I mean, I look at your standards, not ego.
Did you hear the logic on that bird? You haven't had her like I had her. Boy, if you don't get your simp ass out of y'all better not let me find out y'all out here with that type of mentality. Y'all saying that type of shit to these birds. That's unbecoming. That's why I need y'all to come over here, because y'all need to get this pimp. That's not what you do right there. That's not what you do. Yes, people change. And I believe in giving people that, you know, that room and that grace, especially the person that you knew in high school ain't the person that they are now. You know, people grow. They do grow out of that. But we're talking about habits. We're talking about character issues, character flaws. This is different. Her mind, her logic, and all of that is screwed, is discombobulated. She believes she can do things that she really can't do. Well, I don't want to use the word can't because she's a full-grown woman capable of doing whatever the hell she wants to do. But what I'm saying is that what she wants to do is directly in opposition to what she wants out of life. And like you always hear, you know, men age like wine, women age like milk. And that's because you got that biological clock, and women are valued for beauty and fertility and things of that nature. And so because of this, as you get older, which is faster, you had geriatric pregnancy at just the age of 35. So because you have that clock, you're going to age out the game. You should in your prime be getting that man, be dating for marriage then, be dating for the father of your children then, and get the ring prior to marry before you care. I mean, or if you, I guess y'all not into marriage, but you got to have some type of commitment. You got to have, he has to have skin in the game. It's too easy for him to leave if not. That's why they used to have the shotgun weddings. That's why you had to go shake daddy hand back in the day, because daddy will shake your hand and look you up and down and tell you to get the fuck on, scram. You wasn't worth it. And it wasn't no choice. You had to get the hell up out of here. She wasn't going to be with him. That's because daddy can see the man that you are. He can see you had no purpose. And now you don't have daddy there. He's not even in the household many times. And so now you're running rampant and you picking the men that you want, the men that you like, not the men that want you, not the men that are pursuing you necessarily. And even when they are pursuing you, it's very clear when a man is pursuing you as his wife and when a man is pursuing you for sex. Like, maybe it's not very clear. Maybe that's wrong. Because a man can rise to the level of a genius when he's truly after a woman. And so that's why many women are the muses of the greatest artists, the greatest men, period. It's going to be a woman. It's because that's the power that y'all wield. But brothers, be very wary of these damn birds in this bird logic. I'm going to let her go on a little bit more, then I'm going to get up out of here.
And at the end of the day, we have to draw the line on what our standards are. Because at some point in time, you're not going to deal with certain things that somebody's bringing to the table, or I don't want to say bring to the table that, but certain things that somebody's past has, that has transpired in their past. As a man, and I'm telling you, for most men, we're not going to stick with that knowing, because as a man,
you want the truth. Now, a woman doesn't feel like, and to go back to what we were talking about with women towing the line or lying or withholding information, and that's because of what you're just saying right now. Like, a woman can be your perfect candidate, but because of her past, you X her out without even giving her a chance because of her past. Now, if I lie to you about that past and show you me and you get to know me and then you find out about my past.
See, that's the thing too. That I'm kind of in a weird spot with this past thing, because I like I said, I do believe in giving somebody that grace to change. Also, though, it's a certain type of bop that I don't wish on my worst enemy. You one of them runner gang bops? One of them gang members? I don't want none of my homies to get caught with you. Like, I'm going to tell you this, like, even the baby mamas, like, I give stepdaddies a hard time, and I tell men, to steer clear of the baby mamas. But at the same time, I admire those men. Couldn't be me, but I admire those men, because to be able to take on that responsibility, it takes a strong man. And to love them kids like they your own, it takes a very strong man. Like I said, couldn't be me. Don't wish that. I feel like it's a bad deal for the man in most cases, unless that baby mama is truly deserving, and she can be truly deserving, but that's the issue that we talk about. I don't feel like they want to do the work to be deserving. They feel like I should take you as you am. You take me as I am. You should love me for who I am. But as soon as they get with a nigga, they want to change who he is. They want you to be somebody totally different than what you really are. These are the issues that we have. I'm going to let her go a little while longer. I really can't stomach too much of this bird logic. And we're going to see if she make any points. I might give her 2 more minutes.
maybe
No, that's even worse.
you may look past it.
Nah, hell no.
Like a dummy.
I guarantee you most men will look past it.
I mean, they will look
guarantee
past,
that.
but
To fuck?
just because they look
Absolutely.
past it doesn't
We'll look
mean they're
past it to
being
fuck.
real with you now.
Don't forget
Once
it.
you set the standard that you're a
doubt
liar,
it.
we're gonna lie to you. That's how men work.
And men lie too.
No,
We all lie. We all withhold
See,
information.
that's a fact.
I mean, yes. I'm not gonna say nobody's flat out
Niggas be
honest, but
lying.
what I'm saying is,
For a fact.
when it comes to who you are, how you are, or what you were, it's your job and your duty to actually be transparent with who you want to take serious. Because the last thing you want is something in the past coming back up in the future that could
Sure,
harm
that's
you.
how I lead. But at the same time, you have to be willing to accept that or say up front that, you know, if you tell me something about your past,
Yeah, I can't
that
take no more of this shit.
take,
We
then
gonna go
I'm not
ahead.
gonna.
Yeah. So we gonna go ahead and let that go right there, cause yeah, she already rotting my brain. But the solution to all of this is don't subscribe, ladies, do not subscribe to Bird Logic. And for the men, let me get this back. And for the men, it's have some damn discipline. You should be able, if you court these women in the right way, you vet these women in the right way, you should be able, that Bird Logic, they can't even hide it. They're not even trying to hide it. They right here on Front Street. They right out here in your face with the Bird Logic. You see, she talking on national TV. Everybody gonna be able to see this on the internet. She don't care. She believes she's right. So with that being said, you know, like I said, if you gonna have your fun, you gonna do your thing with those. Do that at your own discretion. But understand, you don't want to get trapped. You don't want to get caught up in that issue. And for the birds and the Dusty Divas, like, you don't it's not once a Dusty, always a Dusty. You can come back. Do the work. Like, I don't care that you got three kids and 3 baby daddies. Do the work. You can't do nothing about your past. All you can do is be better today. You out of shape. Go to the gym. Read a book. Get a better job. Get a better career. Research. Do something. Just do something. But you're going to have to work to be worthy. I hate to be the bearer of bad news to let you know that, but you're going to have to work to be worthy of any man that's worth. I mean, because you're going to be able to still get sex from attractive men. You're going to be able to do that for a long time. And for a long time, far after the wall, you're going to be able to have sex with men that you desire. That's a fact. But you will get nothing else. And that's the issue. You got to understand that maybe you don't. Like I said, I'm for you doing what you want to do. Maybe you a hoe for show. You don't care. You out here drilling. You a Dusty for life. That's cool. I fucks with it. But present yourself as that. And we got no issues. That's your life. You bang with that. Hey, I bang with it too. But what I'm saying is, don't be mad when good men overlook you. That's all I'm saying. And I'm saying, good men, make sure you overlook her. Go out of your way to overlook her. Don't be in the places where they are. Don't talk, don't hang with them. Because I'm telling you, the Dusty, like the 3-6 Mafia, they're not all bad. You got to understand, there's a lot of good to them. There's absolutely a lot of good to them. But anyway, I'm just trying to get this vocabulary out the way so y'all understand what the hell I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. And yeah, that's it. So like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all check out those hoodies over there at Rare Clothing Line. I put the IG. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Till next time.